Hello comrades, Commissar Bro here today with another little video. I'm on a roll. I've done 3 in 2 days. My god, what's going on? Must be the apocalypse or something, right? But anyway, so I basically want to do a follow-up to the one video I made the other day and ignore my incredibly disorganized factory here in Factorio. I just felt like this is a pretty active game, so it's something you guys can watch while you listen to me drone on. But anyway, I wanted to do a video pretty much kind of going on about what I talked about in my last video, which would be a list of games I really don't mind playing, and based on y'all's suggestions in the previous video. So just to get straight to the point, BattleTech was requested. I wouldn't mind playing BattleTech. But currently, I don't really know if I'm going to drop 40 bucks on it just because the reviews have not been overly positive, and that kind of concerns me. Again, I really don't mind trying it out. It looks really fucking cool. It looks kind of like XCOM to me, but with giant robots, which, if you know anything about me personally, I love strategy games, turn-based strategy games, and specifically XCOM and whatnot. I mean, that new Phoenix Point game, I've been seeing a lot of stuff about that. That looks fucking amazing. I'm probably going to play the crap out of that when that comes out. But anyway, though, the main issue I'm seeing with BattleTech is just a lot of graphical errors. It's crashing. It's unstable. Just seems like to be an unfinished product, which is concerning for the fact that it's 40 bucks, especially when I just dropped $30 on Frostpunk, and it's a very clean, stable release. So I don't know if I'm going to buy it yet. I kind of want it to go on sale a little bit more. I'm not exactly made of money. So anyway, the second game I wouldn't mind playing is Panzer Corps. That's right. I haven't really played Order of Battle that much. I did a while ago, but honestly, I don't really remember it. But I remember specifically playing the Soviet campaign and the German campaigns in Panzer Corps and having an absolute blast with it. So I wouldn't really mind doing that again. And you can watch me in all my terrible strategic glory, being trash at games like that, but really enjoying them. I wouldn't mind doing Warhammer Armageddon either, or even Warhammer Sanctus Reach. Sanctus Reach actually being the game that I did voice acting in. So, but we'd probably mute that more than likely. I wouldn't want to hear myself sounding like I need to vomit when I do a Space Wolf. So, but anyway, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind playing those two games. That's for sure. So on to the next one, Battlefleet Gothic Armada. That is one I would definitely not mind playing either. Battlefleet Gothic Armada, when it first came out, I did a very short video of, but the computer I had at the time was barely able to even run the game, let alone do videos about it. However, we now live in the future, and I have much better shit now. So I wouldn't mind playing it now, pretty much, or even doing the campaign. I never actually played through the campaign. Keep in mind, I do know the story of the battle for the Gothic sector during Abaddon's 13th Black Crusade. So I have a pretty good understanding of what ends up happening, the fall of Katie and all that. But anyway, but I still think it'd be a lot of fun. Well, actually, was it his 12th? I think it was actually his 12th Black Crusade, but whatever, not important. The main thing is it would be fun to play through. I would enjoy that, so that's something I would totally be up for. Speaking of Warhammer games, since I'm just on a Warhammer kick anyway, I know Inquisitor Martyr is going to be coming out June 5th, so that's something I wouldn't mind playing either. I think I mentioned that in the last video, but I'm going to mention it again. Inquisitor Martyr is pretty much a Diablo clone as far as it goes, but I don't know if any of you actually played in the alpha thus far or the beta, but it's pretty fun. It's good stuff. It's clunky to some degrees, at least the version I played, but I mean, it's been at least 3 or 4 months since the last time I even touched the game. I've specifically been waiting for it to come out because I don't want to get that whole burnout that comes with playing early access games too early. So, needless to say, I would absolutely love to give that one a go. And as a matter of fact, depending on how many of you guys actually grab copy of it. I might actually do like a play with fans thing or whatever, just because my friends are a bunch of cheap asses and they're not going to buy it themselves. So I need people to play with, and games like Diablo and whatnot are always more fun with friends. So anyway, on to the next game, Ultimate General Civil War. I'm terrible at that game. I'm so bad at it. It's the cavalry stuff. I'm trash with the cavalry. Ever since they nerfed the cavalry into the dirt, I just cannot make skirmishers work. And like, there's a lot of god tier people who play the game who make fun of me every time I play it. But I mean, I still play it. If you guys really insist, I'll play it. But because I have fun, I have a lot of fun with the big line battles and, you know, entrenching myself and having to fight against Union invaders. And I like that it's a relatively adaptive campaign. I mean, not a whole lot. Definitely not as much as games like Panzer Corps, where you've got 2 different win conditions, but there's even a fail condition, and losing one battle does not necessarily equate to having to just restart the mission over. It's more of, okay, well, you lost this battle, so you're going to have a little bit less prestige in the next battle, or you're going to have trouble in the next battle, so on and so forth. So you could have a bunch of early successes, but then if you did it at the cost of your troops, you might be in trouble. So it's not so much like that. The AI kind of just keeps getting buffed, and they might have a little bit more inexperienced troops and less decent weaponry, but whatever. It's fun. And Ultimate General is always a game I love. Probably one of my favorite real-time, like, tactical type games, like a Total War game almost. Like, those real-time battles is probably one of my favorites. So great. So yeah. But anyway, speaking of giant battles, I would not mind doing Total War Warhammer 2 either. I absolutely love that game. It's honestly probably one of the best strategy games I've played in years, if not right up there in the top spot. Right up, yeah, I would say it's probably the best way to put it. It's great. It's phenomenal. If you haven't played it yet, you need to pick it up. I don't know why you haven't touched it. It's good stuff. A lot of people are just like, fantasy in a Total War game. I want realism and historical, whatever. What do they call it? Like historicity or something like that. Which, I mean, that's cool, but we have a lot of those games. But we've only got 2 Total War fantasy games, which is, you know, you should embrace it. All the realistic stuff's coming back. Speaking of which, Romance of the Three Kingdoms in Total War form. I called it. I swear to God, I called it like a decade ago when I was on my Dynasty Warriors kick. I'm like, Total War is going to make this. It's going to happen one day. It might not be now, but it's going to happen. And I was right. 10 years later. You know, I'm pretty happy and excited about that. I'm hyped. I'm going to play the fuck out of that if they even do it remotely how I think they should. I'm a huge fan of the Three Kingdoms period in China. Was it the Sangguo period or something like that? I don't know. Anyway, I'm pretty excited for that, but that's off topic. So, yeah. Total War Warhammer 2, I would love to play that. I just bought the Rise of the Tomb Kings expansion, and I've not even really touched it, but for a couple of minutes. So that's something we can do. I always kind of played around with the idea of doing an orc campaign, like a full-blown orc campaign, doing it with an orc voice as Gitstumpa. I felt like that would be kind of fun, if not horribly painful. I think the reason I ended up never doing that was because I was having trouble actually recording and having sound in the background because of I changed recording softwares or something like that. I don't remember. And I just never really went back to the idea. So that would be kind of fun if you guys want to do something like that. But, you know, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know if I said this one already, but Warhammer Geheimnisnacht, which is a mod for Crusader Kings 2. That would be pretty fun. I wouldn't mind doing that. Or even the Witcher Kings. I don't know if you guys have seen that particular mod for Crusader Kings 2. That's a really cool one as well, playing as like Witcher characters and so on. I feel like my campaigns in Crusader Kings 2 always end up being really fucking weird campaigns where like I get bored, so I turn my dude into a seducer and just start seducing like everyone in the fucking court that I can. So I don't know how well that's going to turn out. But I mean, if you guys insist, hey, we can try to do another Moraga Murray. That was pretty fun. I don't know if all of y'all remember that, but that was an interesting little playthrough, especially when her stepdad tried to kill her. Or not her stepdad, her guardian tried to kill her and failed like 10 times and got so pissed off he attacked her with a knife and fell off a balcony. Fun stuff. But anyway, Old World Blues mod for Hearts of Iron 4. That sounds like it would be a lot of fun as well. Another kick I've been on lately is Fallout. I really like the Fallout universe. I may not be the biggest fan of Fallout 4. I mean, it's not bad, but it's all right. But Fallout 3 and New Vegas were phenomenal in my opinion. And the universe is just one that is ripe for interesting stuff to occur. So I wouldn't mind playing something like Old World Blues. If that's what you guys wanted. Also, for Superpower 2, I wouldn't mind doing a Superpower 2 mod. Assuming y'all recommend a good one to me that I haven't already played, or that doesn't just make the game super hard and make me not want to play it. Because a lot of the mods I've played in the past, that's exactly what they've done, is they've just made the game harder, which is like, the game doesn't really need to be harder so much as things about it just needs more depth to make it more interesting. But hey, what do I know? Anyway, so that's pretty much it. That's my list of things I would want to play. There's other stuff I wouldn't mind streaming, like Vermintide 2, Star Citizen, but I can't currently play those very well or stream them very well because I need to upgrade my computer. Currently, I'm running an i5, like a new gen i5 with a GTX 1060, 16 gigabytes of 3000 megahertz DDR4 RAM. But surprisingly enough, that is not enough when you're trying to play something like Star Citizen or even Vermintide 2 and stream it at the same time. It just it fucks up. It looks awful. I don't know if you guys saw that one video I did where I streamed with my girlfriend, but I feel like the actual quality of the video just didn't turn out how it should. So yeah, I want to upgrade. Speaking of upgrades, it'll probably be a few weeks or even a few months before I can really get the i7 processor that I'm wanting. And then eventually I do want to upgrade to a 1070. I would prefer to upgrade to a 1080, but that's unlikely to happen anytime soon. I mean, you know, if the gods were smiling upon me, I'd be able to get a 1080 Ti, which would be absolutely phenomenal. But again, that's probably not going to happen. So, since I don't have money in spades, I'm going to put a PayPal link right there in the bottom if you want to donate to Commissar Bro and help him out a little bit. I'm not above begging, hey, if you know what I mean. Seriously, though, if you do want to donate to the channel and help me upgrade my setup so I can start playing future games on the channel, you can find the link in the description. Every little bit helps, but not only that, that can also allow me to buy more expensive games that I'm a little skeptical about buying in the first place. For example, BattleTech. I mean, if someone wants to donate a little bit of money towards that, I wouldn't mind going and buying it with money donated for the channel. It's just kind of, right now, I wouldn't spend my own money on it, like, just because it's skeptical. I'm skeptical of it, and I don't like to buy things I'm skeptical of. Generally, if I spend money on something, it's something I've thought long about that I really want, which is hilarious because I have thousands of fucking video games, which just proves I'm full of shit. But anyway, keep in mind you can also donate games to the channel, and if you do, I will add you on my Steam friends list on the primary account that I have, because, you know, you can just send me gifts through that way. Alternatively, you can also donate through my Gmail account, which is commissarbro@gmail.com. The rules and procedures for donations are pretty simple. I'm not going to play any porn games or X-rated games. I think it's pretty obvious about that. Sorry, you honeypot fanboys out there. It's just not going to happen. Honestly, I am a fan, though, of management games, strategy games, simulation, action, FPS, adventure, RPGs, and all manner of stuff. I mean, you've seen over the years that my channel has a lot of different things that I enjoy. From Evil Genius and Crusader Kings to Superpower 2, Making History, and so on. Speaking of making history, I still need to do a video of Making History, the Second World War, which I have not done. And I'm sure Factus Games is like, fuck you, Commissar Bro, you're a piece of shit. We sent you a preview key and you never did a video for it. So, yeah, I never forgot. I never forgot. But anywho, that's the gist of this video. If you have any other questions or whatnot, comments or concerns, you can post it right there in the comments section. Let me know how you feel. If you think I'm an asshole, go ahead. My feelings will be just absolutely devastated, let me tell you. But anyway, thanks, comrades. I'll see you next time.